I don't know.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
now, in terms of the personality, is this a kind animal? Is it a fierce animal? Is it a fast-moving animal? What would you think about it?
Well, CMML in itself is as different from each other as the other MDS, or even more, because you have the dysplastic and the proliferative form, and then you have CMML0, CMML1, and CMML2. So in CMML0 patients, the prognosis is relatively good, and the disease is not well, at least not very aggressive. While in the more proliferative states with increased blast count, the disease is relatively aggressive, and it doesn't respond. It almost doesn't respond at all to chemotherapy. So it's relatively indolent. Azacitidine is working quite well, but other drugs, that's difficult.
So when you think of CMML, are there more types or subtypes than MDS, or is it about the same? I know that it is almost a subtype of MDS, but would you think about it as like an octopus with different tentacles?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's not.
And then if I could ask you, I know they're kind of strange questions, but if I could then ask you, let's go all the way down to AML. If AML were an animal, what would it be?
Well, AML, of course, is something relatively aggressive. What is aggressive? I don't know. A lion, or maybe even a snake with a where you could die very, very quickly after it has bitten you, but I don't know.
Okay. And now I'm just going to ask you two last questions, and if you can come up with something, that's great. If you can't, that's okay too. So MDS in terms of a low-risk patient type.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of animal might that be?
I again find that very difficult. The disease itself is not so aggressive in most cases, and many patients will not proceed to higher risk AML, MDS.
No. Well, I can give you an example. We spoke to somebody yesterday, and they gave us the example of an old dog for MDS low risk.
Yeah, maybe that's not too bad. It's just that the patients have the problem of the cytopenias, and yeah, they get weak relatively slowly. So an old dog maybe is
yeah, we thought it was a good one. And then if you can answer, if you come up with something great, if not, I appreciate your thinking this through. But if you think about MDS high risk, and if we think about an animal, is that similar to AML? Is it, you talked about a snake because you could die quickly. Is MDS high risk like that snake, or is there another animal that comes to your mind?
Well, it's at least a bit less active and aggressive. It's still relatively aggressive, but not that much.
So like a ferocious bear versus a snake, maybe a little bit slower moving, but it's still going to kill you.
Yeah, that's okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for playing that game. We appreciate your creative thoughts. It is helpful.
I'm really good at this game.
Well, thank you again, Doctor, for talking to us today. We learned a lot from talking to you, so that's great. We appreciate you taking the time to speak to us. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Yes, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, thank you.